Hi, I'm Julie, and we're here exploring more culinary cultures. We are very fortunate to be invited to the home of Tonka and Alvaro. They are from Chile, and they have a brand new business that they're starting up, making cake in jars. We were really lucky that they invited us into their own home kitchen to share their foods with us, to talk to us about what makes Chilean baking special, and to let us have some tasty treats. We hope you enjoy your interview. And I am here with Tonka and Alvaro. Thank you so much for inviting us into your home to talk about your business, your foods, and your culture. Can you just introduce yourselves? Talk a little bit about what your background is and how long you've been in the area.
¿No? Muchas gracias a ustedes por estar acá con nosotros.
Y tú te presentas.
Sí, mi nombre es Tonka Saavedra, y estamos acá en Canadá hace 11 meses y estamos aquí con estos nuevos productos.
So just as a translator,
Yes.
my name is Al, she's Tonka, and we're from Chile, and we have been here in Pembroke for 11 months. And I don't know, we're cooking and baking for the half of our life, maybe 20 years. And sounds weird, but the kitchen means a lot for us. Even they helped to build our family. We both met in first met in a kitchen. So that has been always with us. And we started doing this like a profession since the year 2000.
Maybe.
Yeah. We finished our studies at that time.
Mucho tiempo.
And then we started cooking and baking, and our experience in Canada was super fun because in 2008 we came to study at Niagara College for 1 year with a scholarship. We won a scholarship.
Ahí estábamos solos, sin los niños.
Yeah, and we didn't have kids at that
No,
time.
yes.
It's a lot easier to pick up and try something
Yes.
new.
Yes.
Yes, and even like that, we says when we had kids, we're gonna go back, because 1 year studying here in Canada for us in our country means a lot. And we can start doing different jobs. We can pick the job. We can choose different things. And we said, yeah, that would be great for them. And last year, when we turned the 40s, we said, we're a little bit old. And if we don't do it now, we're not going to make it. And so for an accident, Pembroke was in our horizon, and we're here.
Yes. Y van a ser casi un
It's
año.
gonna be a year, and yeah, for us it's amazing. The kids are in the school, the youngest is in the daycare, we both have jobs, and we're trying to apply now for the permanent resident. And even we thought in our culture, religion is super important. And we always thought that all our saints or all our people, they're always watching for us, and we don't know how and why God put in our path those things that made us decide to come here, and so we're super happy about it.
Now, you've always been a baker, but you started off as a cook, correct?
Yes, I'm the savory one, and she's the sweet.
Yo soy la dulce del grupo, y aquí estamos con nuestros postres en frasquitos, las tortas, y demostrando un poco lo que sabemos hacer. En estos hace casi un año que estamos acá, yo me he podido desarrollar haciendo mis tortas, haciendo los postres, y estamos muy contentos por eso.
It's been great then. In a new country, in a new town or a new city, with a little bit of the language and starting everything, my wife, and hopefully she don't understand this. I'm gonna try to make this quick. She's amazing in this, and like she was always pushing, and she said, no, we're gonna do it, and if we can do cakes for 10 years in our country, we can do cakes over here, and we're gonna be successful. I always told her, go a little bit slower, we have a job, we can do it, and you can confirm now who is the boss in the in the house. And she said, no, we're doing cakes.
Let's talk about cakes. I mean, we were talking about sort of how proud you are and the background that you have and the tastes and the textures and the foods that come with Chile. How does that translate into baking? How does that translate into cakes? These are some ideas of some things that you have that would be more traditionally Chilean, correct? This would be the kind of dessert that you would have from home that you would make for your families. What do we have here?
Yeah, that's, ¿quieres verlo en español?
Sí, o sea, nosotros cuando decidimos qué hacer con nuestros tortas en frasco, dijimos, ¿qué ofrecemos a los canadienses? ¿Qué podemos ofrecer de nuestra cultura? Y pensando un poco en las raíces de nosotros, decidimos traer hojarasca, ¿cierto?
Yeah.
La hojarasca.
So when we start thinking what we can do, then you cannot find here, not as a bad thing, as a new thing, is that there is one or two little differences in our kind of dogs, or how we can bake, and in our fillings. So there are two things, or three really. Meringue, we use a lot meringue. This dough, which is hojarasca, that's the name of the dough, and manjar. And for us, the manjar, or it's like, maybe you can know that as a dulce de leche or something like that, is super different for us. So our manjar is cooked condensed milk for like 3 or 4 hours. And that's the real flavor of all the pastries in our country. So we said, we know how to do it, and we can do it here. Why we don't start doing manjar, and where we don't start doing cakes with manjar?
Yes.
And
so it's sort of the base of everything you do. So what does it look like?
Yes.
Can you show us?
Esto es el manjar, esta es la esencia.
Si tú lo puedes mostrar.
Sí, claro. Este es el manjar que nosotros utilizamos en todos nuestros cake en Ayar. Y esta es la maravilla cuando uno abre.
Oh, wow.
Todas las tortas en Chile, la mayoría, utilizamos manjar.
Almost all the cakes, if somebody want to try.
So that started like as a condensed milk? Oh, I'm going to try it.
Yes.
Sure, I'll try
For
it.
sure.
It is
Yes.
condensed milk, but you have to cook that or boil that for 3 hours, 3 and a half, and change the color and turn like with like in a smoked flavor, and the texture change. So it's not a runny thing. It's good to work for us, and you can make all the Chilean desserts with that kind of thing. So
it's like almost between like a pudding and a caramel, but not like overly sweet. Sweet, but like a nice kind of smoky taste, but not too sweet.
It's another kind of sugar.
Yes.
So we're using the sugar of the milk, and in the dulce de leche, which is more from Argentina, or it's kind of the same region, but a little bit different. It's more caramel with milk, and this is the sugar of the own milk. So it's a little bit different. And this is, and we were talking about this. How can we show you these desserts in the roads of our country, between the cities?
Yeah.
And at some places there is always women's, because in my mind is that women's in our country push the economy up, the family economy up, and we call them palomas, which is like a little dove.
Okay.
They dress in white, and they have like baskets with this kind of desserts.
Yes.
And they sell this in the roads. So in certain towns, you always knew then over there is these doves selling things. And we try to pick some of those, and they have weird names in English, but this is a palita, and this is the same dough, and in the middle have or strawberry jam, and Tonka made her own strawberry jam,
aquí, here.
or manjar, and it's covered with meringue, and so it's a little bit hard in the outside, but it's a creamy center. Inside there is manjar. These other ones are with coconut, and these ones, the name of this is Príncipe, like a prince.
Yeah.
So they're prince just because they're white. and it's you can feel this with many different things, but usually with manjar.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to live in a city 2 hours from the capital of Chile. The capital is Santiago, and we live in a city named Viña del Mar. And in between Santiago and Viña del Mar, there is one special town, it's Curacaví, and in that special town they made this this kind of sweets. So for the people from the city, when they go to the beach, they always return with sweets to home. So
Yes, siempre.
It's an obligated stop. You have to stop when you go there because you always know. And this inspired us to do this kind of things. And we live in the beach, so we always went there, and we knew about this. And Tonka's finishing this kind of the last one is a merengue. In Spanish is un merenguito. And that merenguito is a dried meringue. We dry that in oven, ¿a cuánto grado? Like 150 degrees
Yes.
for a couple hours, and
Con manjar.
con manjar.
Con manjar.
And
Always.
because this food is about economy, all the dough is made with the yolks,
Okay.
and the whites you do the meringue.
So you don't waste anything.
No, that's the thing.
So one of the things that you do and you're sort of been known for since you've got here in Pembroke is these cakes in a jar.
Yeah.
So how have you sort of taken these flavors and these ideas and translated it into these sort of cakes that people can sort of pick up and try?
Was super difficult at the beginning because the first question for Tonka was, that's a big cake. How can I put this big cake in a small space? And I don't know how, but we did it. And
It was COVID. Serving sizes were a little bit off. I would appreciate it being restricted to like a jar of cake.
and I think it was a good reason too. And that first COVID. Then there is a lot of people here asking for small cakes. So we said, yeah, this 200 ml jar is a portion, and you can eat that, and that's good for one person. I said, yeah, that's something. Maybe the jar is a little bit expensive, but who cares at that point? You want something sweet, and we try to do all these things in jars. Not just that, but for example, this one is the same dough, the same manjar, everything, but inside a jar, and we put the spoon over here so you can have a cake in any time, anywhere.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us, for sharing your food with us. There's a lot of food here. I'll help you get rid of it absolutely before we go. But thank you so much for sharing this with us. This is incredible, and it was a pleasure meeting you.
Oh, no, thanks so much you for contacting us. I know then Tonka is amazing, and the things that she made is more amazing. And we're pleased to have you at home. And I don't know, maybe you can try a jar someday.
Yes. Muchas gracias por estar acá y ojalá disfruten lo que preparamos con mucho cariño y la gente conozca nuestros productos de Chile.
It was tremendous learning more about Chile and the flavors and things that are a part of your lives. Thank you.
So much.